but Texas A&M is the home favorite, off to a good start this season. What's your thoughts on this one in the SEC?
Sure, let's talk about it. 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 here on the left coast. Texas A&M, looking at the OddsLogic live odds screen, -6.5, total in the 53 range against Auburn. And it's pretty much painted 6.5. I don't see sevens out there at all. And there's a reason we're not seeing sevens. That's because A&M has a very dicey statistical profile on defense. They're 0-2 against the spread as favorites this year. They didn't get the stops against Utah State. They didn't get the stops against Texas San Antonio. And frankly, they didn't get stops against Notre Dame either. 3-0 to the over Texas A&M this season. So my handicap begins with thinking about Texas A&M's defense. Is this defense capable? Are these stats misleading? Are they vulnerable? That's the question. So let's break it down. Obviously you beat Notre Dame, you get a bye week. That's a good thing. All right. You come back home, you're feeling good about yourself, but then you have time to come back to earth and start focusing on the next opponent. Obviously, there's an overtime loss element. There's a revenge element for Texas A&M, who lost by an OT to this team last year. So that's certainly a good focus maker. So I like a team off a bye with focus, and that appears to be the situation here. But, they're 103rd in the country in scoring defense, 72nd in rushing defense, 66th in total defense, right? Which is a far cry from what Auburn saw last week against Oklahoma, who's top 10, in almost all of those categories. But I'm not as concerned as the betting markets are about the Aggies defense. All right. The talent is there. Elko's a good defensive mind. And just because they've had some early season struggles, we project forward. I think this defense might be pretty good. I know already the offense is pretty good. And I know already that Auburn's offensive line has issues. When Jackson Arnold gets sacked, 9-10 times last week, it's clearly a problem. Sooners pass rush gave Auburn all kinds of issues in that ballgame. And I think Texas A&M is stronger offensively than Oklahoma. I know they're stronger offensively than Oklahoma is. So if I believe in the Aggies defense and I trust their offense, well, that doesn't make me excited about Auburn. And look, Auburn has 4 straight losing seasons. First under Brian Harsin, now under Hugh Freeze. The big week 1 win over Baylor is devalued a bit. Baylor just lost at home to Arizona State too. It's a scenario in which, Auburn's receivers could be able to take advantage of one-on-one coverage. They couldn't do it against Oklahoma. But I think the Aggies are the undervalued commodity in this matchup because of that defensive profile that isn't pretty yet. And I think the defense, from my eye test, I think the defense is better than what we've seen. So it's Aggies or over for this better. That's the only way I can look here. Texas A&M minus the points and or over the total. That's the way I lean for Saturday in College Station. We had a big weekend last weekend. 4-0 in college football, 6-1 overall. The only loser was the freaking LA Rams, but we're over it. And looking to do it again this week. I'll take a 6-1, no problem. Locked and loaded already with 1 in the NFL, 2 in college, and we'll be adding plays throughout the day as well. So check out my homepage, wt.buzz/TC. Weekend Warrior package, $49. Buy 30 days, get 30 days for $3. It's like, it's a really good deal there, $3 a day. And of course, the full season, the full year at $99 a month is a great deal as well. So short-term, medium-term, long-term, however you want to get on board, do it now. Visit my homepage, wt.buzz/TC.